Good evening, and welcome to SmackDown, coming to you tonight from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hotlanta is fired up tonight, Cole. No doubt about it, baby. And I'm just as pumped up as this sellout crowd.
With good reason, Taz. You and I both know what's coming, and these fans are definitely getting their money's worth tonight.
Wow, now that one's not in the rule book. But you know what they say, it's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't believe it. How could the referee have missed that?
Whoa, there goes the ref. Well, might as well chuck the rule book out the window now.
And that also means that there's no one to call a pinfall or submission.
Wow, great reversal.
Look out, the referee's been knocked out.
And this is where things start getting a little interesting, Cole. He slipped out of that one. Watch it. He reversed it. The thing you got to remember about the Undertaker is that 50% of his style and his offense is about getting inside the head of his opponent. If you can keep your cool and keep your head together in the ring with him, you're halfway home.
But you're not taking into account the power and experience of the dead man, Taz. Surely you can't forget about that.
Well, you see, that's the other 50%, Cole. Good luck with that, if you know what I'm saying. And by the way, let me ask you a question. You call me Shirley?
It's been said before, but that doesn't make it any less true. Kane is pure evil to the core. This monster doesn't care about anyone or anything.
And you say that like it's a bad thing.
No, but there's more to being a
Wow, look at that submission. I ain't never seen it executed better.
Neither have I, partner, and this might be enough to get the tap out right here. I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight. These superstars have inflicted so much damage on each other, and I'm getting exhausted just watching that.
Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Well, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover, neither. You gotta stay on him and wear him down.
But what about picking your spot? If you try to execute a badly timed move just because you want to stay on offense, that can have a disastrous result.
I'll tell you what, Cole. Let me talk about what it's like to be in a match like this, and you can cover what it's like to whiten your teeth. Deal?
What a counter that was!
Uh-oh. Goozle!
Oh my God! What a choke slam! All the way from hell! It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong. Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight. Pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. And that don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you, Cole, like they say, anything can happen here in the WWE. You know, there's no doubt that The Undertaker is one of the most impressive superstars ever to set foot in a WWE ring. But you know what, Cole? You're only as good as your last match.
How can you say that, Taz? The dead man has proven himself time and time again. I highly doubt that would change if he lost this match, which I don't think he's in danger of doing, by the way.
Taker's earned his rep, no doubt about that. No one's disputing that. But you gotta know when to call it a day, Cole. There's a fine line between legend and has-been. Oh, jeez, someone's voice just went up a couple octaves.
It hurts just watching it. I can't imagine how excruciating this must be.
I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too, and I do agree with what they're saying, Taz.
Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Well, thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a broadcast partner either.
You know what you should do, girl pants? You should should team up with Jerry Lawler. Then it could be the King and Queen on commentary.
Real funny, Taz. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joker like you all the time. If I had to pick only one reason why I'm not on Raw, it would have to be Kane. Just being this close to this monster is terrifying. I couldn't imagine having to do it every week.
Hey, Cole, change your underpants and settle down, okay? Me, I like watching Kane tear dudes apart. That's just me. I can watch the Big Red Machine every day of the week. I like this guy, maybe even twice on Sundays.
But the viciousness, the brutality, the complete lack of concern for the welfare of his fellow superstars, whether they're opponents or not, how can you support that?
Hey, Happy, you think you're watching ballet or something? Come on. This is wrestling. This is the WWE. You gotta love watching a superstar take his opponents to the limit. That's exactly what Kane does.
But there's healthy competition and unhealthy competition. Then there's downright danger.
He's been looking for that all match, Cole, and now he's taking advantage.
Come on, partner. Taking advantage is a rather generous way to put it. He's cheating, plain and simple.
These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're gonna win a match if you're out of gas 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent.
Yeah, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
And you know what, Cole? If you're going to get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm going to throw up.
What a cowardly move. He can't win fair and square, so he tries to screw his opponent out of the victory.
Hey, look, there's nothing wrong with him doing whatever it takes to win the match. If it was that bad, the ref would have DQ'd him, right?
And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, and you can't let that break your focus. But that's easier said than done.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. And injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponent think they're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how...
Here's the pin! Can you believe this match so far, Cole?
I really can't, Taz. This isn't anything like what I expected from these competitors.
Yeah, I gotta admit, they're surprising the hell out of me here, too.
And I think it's that unpredictability that makes these superstars so exciting to watch. I don't think there's ever been a more dominant superstar in WWE than the legendary Deadman, The Undertaker.
Yeah, but you can only stay on top of the mountain for so long. And the Deadman's been there for a very, very long time.
That might be true, Taz, but I don't see anyone on the horizon who could dethrone. He's going for the throat. We've seen this before.
Here he goes. Choke slam from hell. You can't ever imagine the kind of pain that inflicts. This could be 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in them, huh? You're looking at them right here.
And that...
Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going.
And neither does his opponent. Choke slam from hell.
I know we got his brother. He can get the pin right here. 1, 2, 3. These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes also.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
Cole, what you gotta realize, to make it in the WWE, this is not a job. This is a lifestyle. That's why you see so much passion for what they do in the ring.
And that's something you won't see anywhere else. With all due respect to every athlete and entertainer out there, no one gives as much of themselves to their fans as the WWE superstars. Look at this. He's lifting his opponent by the throat.
He's got this guy way up there, Cole. What goes up must come down. There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to ignore these fans, Cole.
You're right about that.
He's 3 seconds away from a win. I gotta tell you, Cole, look at that. He's bleeding like a stuffed pig.
I can't tell if that's a cut or a broken nose, but either way, the referee might need to stop this fight.
The ref's not gonna stop the match, Cole. It's just a little blood. Come on, be a man, will you?
Ladies and gentlemen, there's the cover. Can he do it?
Man, I can't tell you how impressed I am with what I've seen here tonight so far.
How could you not be impressed, Cass? These are some of the greatest superstars in the world. And it's a flurry of closed fist punches in that turnbuckle.
And I bet I know how many we're going to see here, too.
There's nowhere to go once you're backed into that turnbuckle.
Yeah, not when your opponent's dishing out the punches like this. When you see this level of competition, Cole, there is no doubt that SmackDown's just head and shoulders better than Raw.
I couldn't agree more, Taz. Raw has some incredible superstars, no question about it. But they just can't compete with SmackDown's finest.
Come on, Cole. I know you're just trying to be diplomatic, but you can't seriously sit there and say that there's anyone on the Raw roster you'd want to have here on SmackDown.
We've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
Hey, no, that's not going to make you popular, but you got to do whatever it takes to win. Man,
That's just about the last position you want to find yourself in.
No doubt. I don't care how tough you are. That hurts. Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it.
Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight.
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling that, oh God, I think every guy watching this knows how painful this has got to be. Well, except you.
I know I do, and in times like these, I'm glad to stay on this side of the announce table. Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
I'll tell you what, if you got the crowd on your side or against you, it makes a huge difference, believe me.
These superstars are clearly giving it their all tonight.
Not a surprise there at all, Cole. I mean, tell me the last time that you saw a WWE superstar only go halfway.
I don't think I ever have, Taz. Everyone on the roster gives 110%. If they didn't, they wouldn't be here. I think that if one of these...
Oh, man, here we go with the old top rope between the legs trick.
And this has got to be one of the most painful situations any superstar can find himself in. I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kid. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know.
These these superstars.
Look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got some bad news for these fans. He don't give a damn what you think.
Here's your winner.